Hello and welcome back to this Trails Through Daybreak Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode we saved a certain movie actor and phantom thief from a big old cryptid here in Longley, but in today's episode we're heading back. If you've been enjoying this, please like and subscribe, all that good shit. Don't really do it for the likes and the subscribes, but I do it for me. But spoilers, or rather full notice, I did actually record this. And then what ended up happening, and then OBS decided to update randomly in the middle of me recording, so I'm a bit unsure. My keybinding's changed as well. But so this is going to be a another version of this. Give me 1 second, guys. My fucking headphone sound has gone out. I have a sneaking suspicion that my headphones are for speak to chat on, but I don't know how to change that. But I'm going to hope that isn't the case, and I'll look through. But we're getting through it together. But anyway, so I have seen this. This is me replaying stuff, so we're going to get back. But let's just carry on and dive headfirst in. So, oh, you're back. So there we are. Welcome back, everyone. I suspect something unexpected happened, but I'm glad to see you well all the same. It's a long story. The long and short of it is, Van did end up saying, "Can we please just drop this and move on?" Huh? Come on, don't be mad just because she put the smackdown on you. I'm just glad you helped to bring her back safe and sound. I didn't realize you knew her personally, though. I guess there was no reason for me to keep her identity a secret after all, huh? Sure, but you did the right thing. When you're dealing with customers, trust is everything. She footed the bill, by the way. You don't need to pay us a single mirror. Thank you. I'll be going then. If you ever need anything else while you're in town, let me know. Certainly. Bye, Senmi. Let's play together sometime. I'd like that. I see the two of them became fast friends. They did. He taught her a lot of songs and games that are popular here in Longley. Glad to hear it. Man, no, is it ever getting late. Don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling kind of bushed. Think we could head back to the inn and rest? I want to play. There's lots of other fun things to do at the inn too, you know. There's a big outdoor spring you might like. What a nice idea for us all to go in for a soak before dinner. Okay. You guys do look tired, so let Yumi give you some TLC. Thanks, kiddo. I'm surprised she had that expression before. Guess that stubborn old man's rubbing off on her. Here we go. The group made their way back to the inn, where they relaxed in the rooms and indulged in its facilities to unwind. Watchers surfing the webs. They also took the time to report the cryptid-like beasts defeat to the guild, while also letting Nina and Bermotti know that Judith had been found. Dinner was reserved for 6:30 p.m. Before that, however, they decided to do a little something else to make the most of their trip in Longley. Because, of course, every single Trails game has to have another. This is our second bath scene. Playing with that androgyny.
Enough with the seduction act.
See, for me, Van doesn't have that many scars, but you're going to see there's going to be a running theme.
I can't let my act get rusty while I'm not on stage, you know? But damn, this water doesn't feel good. There's springs over in Longport, but this next level. What, is the kid not coming in? Feels like a waste to come all this way and not use the outdoor spring.
Yeah, I did invite him, but he said he was too tired and was just gonna settle with a shower.
Weird. Didn't seem like he was afraid of showing off that skinny-ass body or whatever.
There's plenty of cultures out there that don't do public bathing. Could just be that. But you're right that it's a waste not to come in. I'll see if he wants me to reserve the place for him later.
Like some overprotective parent. Well, that kiddo might not be here to give you some TLC, but I am. How about it? This do it for you? Old farts like you love these kinds of poses, right?
There's only like 4 years difference between them.
Knock it off. Just because you were born with looks and talent doesn't make it okay to abuse them.
Made you hard?
I'm limp as a damn noodle.
Nice.
What are they even talking about over there?
Adult stuff.
Who knows? too. Though I'm sure it was Aaron who was the one who started it.
Your hair is so smooth, Reset. Can I wash it for you?
I would be delighted if you did. Yume really does have a way of becoming fast friends with anyone.
I think of her as my little sister at this point. She reminds me of my younger siblings back home.
I almost forgot you're an older sister. It doesn't feel quite right to me somehow.
Maybe for you, but for me, Kasim doesn't come home very often. So I actually feel way more like an older sister than a younger one.
I see. You'll probably always be the latter to me. Sorry.
You're definitely the older sister type, though. Your hair is so long, and your skin's smooth like porcelain. You're so curvy, too.
Wouldn't be a bath episode without making inappropriate comments about women to women about how big their breasts are.
Well, I like the way your hair is fluffy like kitten's fur. And your skin so lustrous with such a beautiful tone. It's silky to the touch. I love it.
You really think so? I'm covered in scars, though.
Maybe so, but you got those protecting people like us and loved ones back home, didn't you? I really don't want you to get hurt, of course. But I see those scars more as proof of the sacrifices you've made for others. And so they make me all the more proud of you.
Aw, thank you. By the way, this might be out of nowhere, but what kind of person do you think Van's type is?
Elaine.
Pardon?
Probably.
A long time ago, I remember asking Ida how people usually behave when staying over somewhere. And she said they usually talk about romance and stuff, like who the people close to them might be in love with.
Ida really didn't beat around the bush, huh? I'm sure potential partners for him would need to be over a certain age. So, not us. He sees us more as children.
He's so nice, though, isn't he? He makes it look like he's not paying that much attention to us, but it feels like he always is.
Yes, I would have to agree. But for example, he isn't the same with us as he is with Reset and Judith. Elaine, too. It's always like he acts with a lot less restraint towards them.
Now that you mention it...
I mean, he's known Elaine for a long time.
I've seen them all in the sauna before. But you sure got hella scars, huh? Bet they come with a ton of shady stories to tell.
Not gonna deny it. That's just how it is when you're in this business.
I'll bet. Especially when you've got connections with PMCs, the Society, AUA, and a bunch of other dicey groups. Sounds like you backed up the Mirage side during the war a couple years ago, too. Then your ex is an A-rank bracer, and you've got a partner in crime in the CID. A ton might even be selling it short.
Keep it up with the wild guesses. Too sharp for his own good.
Yeah, definitely got you there.
So, you went to high school with those two, right?
Give me a break here. Your intuition is something else, you brat.
Doesn't need to be something else in this case. The small fry might not have noticed, but Miss Perfect sure has. You're just so easy to read. It's like you're not even trying to hide this stuff.
Cutting right to the chase, huh? I mean, you're right. It's not like I'm going out of my way to hide it, but...
You just never volunteered either. Same difference.
Definitely not the same.
Almost bizarre how you hold your cards close to your chest while using your whole Spriggan deal to meddle in others' affairs. How you always dive headfirst to protect us from danger, whatever the cost to yourself. Like you aren't worth a damn.
Putting it like that's a little...
You try to disguise it. You get real pushy when it comes to Mira and make a show of boiling everything down to debts paid or owed. But it's all talk, isn't it? At least when it comes to us, you're all give and no take. And I hate how you're making me leave my debt to you forever unpaid. I get it though. You're scared, aren't you?
Is this where Aaron becomes serious?
We all owe you in some way or another. It's part of why I came all the way over to the capital to help out. Not a big part, though. Half for sightseeing, half for revenge, and like 1% repaying you.
Oh, no doubt.
But that's not true for the others. They're here because they're grateful to you. Well, they're grateful and they worry about leaving you alone because you're a danger to yourself. We're closer than you think, and not just in age. Maybe think about how liked you actually are next time you want to pull the sacrificial lone wolf act. Not that I care what happens to you, just to be clear. Get out of here with that shit!
Hilarious.
Couldn't help myself. Not often you're this sincere. Though if I've got a little hellion like you worried about me, then I got a long ways to go as a man. Just have to take it one day at a time.
Careful you don't overdo it, Grandpa. Anyway, enough serious talk. We're in a hot springs resort. You gotta tell me all the good night spots. Like where you can get down and dirty in the bath with some hot older girls.
Nowhere, that's where.
Get down and dirty?
Goodness, I wonder what that could mean. He really can't help himself, can he?
He is a slut.
Whoa, everything's all white.
Sorry for leaving her with you all this time, Reset.
Not at all. We've had a lovely time together.
Leave the washing to me whenever you're ready. I want to help wash the boys too. Can I? I suppose it might be fine if it's just you.
We'll have to get there and the owner's okay later.
Flash!
Is something wrong?
Not at all. I'm sorry.
We just couldn't help looking at you.
Oh, were you concerned with how my artificial body is faring?
Oh, it's not that.
If anything, it's the opposite. I forgot it's artificial.
Cyborg.
That's quite the compliment. I'm not going out of my way to hide anything, so you can look all you like if the sight doesn't displease you.
You have to squint to notice anything different at all.
Oh, I see it now.
This is the joint between two of my artificial parts. All it takes is to wear something over it, and nary a person is likely to notice. Still, while I may sound like an expert, I've only had this body for a year.
I see.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound like I was holding knowledge over you. It's a rather complex story, and much of it is confidential. I wish I could tell you if I'm being truthful.
No, you don't need to apologize. You've gone out of your way to do what you can for us in spite of your limitations. If anything, you've been doing more than you should. It makes me, well, I can't help but compare myself to you and feel a little inadequate.
You?
You see, I have numerous skills and knowledge because I was intended to be that way.
So we do know that she was a real person at some point. This is going to be a big thing. I think we're probably going to butt heads with Marta quite heavily on this.
My skills have been refined and my body modified to best serve my purpose. However, the both of you also have roles that only you can fulfill. Roles that I suspect are much more important to Arkhide solutions than my own.
You really think so?
I don't know. That's kind of hard to imagine.
Don't worry about it too much for now. Just try to take it to heart as wisdom from your elders. To add, while my body might differ from that of an ordinary human's, I am still 20 years old, as I once told you all. I'm not an enchantress who is much older than she appears, or anything to that effect.
Understood.
Good to know, Reset. We're so close in age, and yet she's so much wiser than me.
What's an enchantress? Oh, Yume! Are you all talking about work? I want to help you all when I'm big too. Grandpa said I couldn't, but I'm not gonna listen to him.
I'm sure hearing that would make him a bit sad.
I know I'd be happy to have you on the team, though.
Oh, for sure.
Sure is noisy over there. But I guess that's what happens when 3/4 of the group are kids.
They're just in what I call the Hot Springs vacation spirit. Think it's probably time we got out anyways.
Also, you are only like 2 years older than Anya.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, getting in the bath with everyone does seem like it would help me get to know them all better. But I doubt they work out the truth that easily. But I couldn't be as comfortable as I can with Gran and the others back home. Still, it would be a waste just to have a shower, so maybe I'll sneak in later once everyone's done.
Solid ass plan. Trails through Daybreak. I'm also curious about how his storyline is going to go. It seems like everyone's just has a communal bath at this point. 6:30 p.m. Boom, 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 boom. This is where we get to eat. Now this is fancy. It's so gone up. It really is a lovely room, but there's other customers here, so we probably shouldn't be eating here when we got a kid with us. Maybe we should eat in the lounge where we had lunch instead. No need for such concern. This room has been well soundproofed. She isn't going to be a bother to anyone. Well, if you're sure. That's such a Japanese thing coming through. In that case, I think it would be rude to turn them down. All of the other customers do seem to have their own rooms. We prepared a room for you that you used last night.
Thanks! Yesterday's food was really good, so I can't wait for...
Oh. It's the lady from earlier. Good evening, Judith. I almost forgot you were staying in the same place as us.
Oh, right. You did say that you were here for a few days on vacation. Well, I'll just be going then. Wait, I need food!
I'm really sorry to ask, but can I have my meal in my room? I'd be happy to pay you extra for the trouble. If that's what you would prefer, then we'll be happy to accommodate you. There's no need to pay extra, however. We'll see to you getting your room ready. Are you on a Vance friend? Huh? What are you doing, Yume? When did she get there? What's your name? You're pretty. I'm Yume. I'm gonna be a cute waitress at Mama one day. Isn't that something? Little help here? Yume, she's not... Huh? My name's Judith. It's nice to meet you, Yume. You too. Come have your dinner with us. Eating by yourself is so lonely. I'll be way more fun together. Hold on. What would you like us to do? We do know her, so it gets us up to our friend over there. Menu changes daily, so we'll be getting the same option regardless, right? That is correct. We can accommodate either decision, just let us know what you would prefer. Listen, Yume, you aren't gonna come join us? Yume wins this round. Didn't stand a chance. I don't think any of us would. Fine. Bring my food in here, please. I accept my fate. Yay! We're happy to have you join us. We're happy for you, Yume. Hope this isn't too much trouble. Not at all. We'll get everything ready at once. We got some tofu. It tastes so good. Careful or you're going to get it all over yourself again. I never would have thought you were in the infamous Grimcat causing trouble in the capital. After seeing you in that outfit, I'm still having a hard time believing it. I don't blame you. Like I said, though, your secret's safe with us. Don't stress. Thank you again for saving us back at Algemira, by the way. Don't mention it. You were only there because of a job from me and Nina. It was the least I could do. I think I can trust you. Wouldn't tell anyone, though. Especially since you have your own stuff you want to keep quiet. Still, if it gets out, I'm out. I'm prepared to abandon my career as an actress if that happens. You are? I guess it didn't have that much of resolve. You wouldn't be target bigwig politicians and the like in the first place. How many people know your identity other than us? A handful, but there's all people who have different sides of their own. I've somehow managed to keep the whole film industry in the dark, though. Seriously, please don't tell anyone. I'll even pay you hush money if I have to. Hush money's no good here. Having to pick up more work from you, though. But you know, it's been 8 years since all the Phantom Thief hubbub started. So what, you been living a double life like this since you were a kid? I started both as a thief and an actress at the same time when I was 14. Can't say it's been easy, but I had rivals in both fields who spurred me on. Mum and Grammy were against my decision, but back then, when they had the mental... you just can't stop putting your foot in your mouth, can you? I can't help but to be curious about your family and rivals, though. It's impolite to pry, however. Still, hearing that reminds me of some things I've read in the past.
So you're not the first groom cat, then? There were a couple more before you?
So much for not playing. I really hope I can trust you guys on the secret thing.
You can, we got you. It was the groom cat in you that put you on Maxim's trail, then.
Yes, I suspected he had something to do with the Armada. What? How come? It's not just politics and entertainment that they have influence on, but sports too. There's all kinds of shady rumors floating around them, even now, and from supplying illegal donations to stories of human trafficking. I started hearing stories of Maxim traveling around the place to place. It made me start to wonder if that was because he was doing something on behalf of the Mafia. You're really sure it isn't, right?
Like I said, I can't tell you it's not why he's traveling around. I can tell you it's not.
But we can't tell you his actual reasons, since that's private. Although he's made a mess, he's now got to clean it up. You don't ease up when it comes to him, do you?
He's got some other dumb stuff in the egg part too, but that's nothing that would cause harm.
Murdoch's assessment of his potential involvement with Armada was negative.
You guys really do keep looking to everyone and everything, huh?
I can't believe I screwed up so bad. Things haven't been great lately, so I was just desperate to turn them around, and... you know when the Leon Door instead of me? Another rival of mine's doing super good lately. I've been trying my hardest too, but Mum and Grammy just...
Family feuds.
I love Golden Blood, though. It was a little bit raunchy, but the action scenes were so cool. You really think so? But I'm not the one who made the raunchy, just to be clear. It's all the director being a filthy pervert. He has to go for the same sexed up angles every single time. I believe that more if I hadn't seen what you wear as Grimcat.
Ah, speaking of, you should try getting him to make a film about Grimcat. It's the role you were born for. Now that I'll pay good money to see.
I suspect a lot of people would. Now that you mention it, he's probably able to get some hot shots of that cat suit. No, never mention the idea around him, or he'll for sure do it. What's a green cat? Is it a kitty? I'd watch.
Of course you would, you little innocent girl. One second, guys. And I'm back in.
I'm not full.
Looks like all that running around today finally caught up with her, huh? She's got a bright future ahead of her, this one.
We're sorry for the trouble she ended up causing you, Judith. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't think she'll be letting go anytime soon. You want me to look after her for a while? It's been a long day for me, too. We can both have ourselves a nice nap. Are you sure?
If you really don't mind, then that'll be great.
I doubt she'll sleep for more than an hour or two. If she causes you any fuss, if you need anything, please let us know. Can I have your number, then?
She's gonna hang out with Judith. They do kind of look alike. Trails through Daybreak. Right, let's go. It's not even 10 PM, so this might be a good time to head out. Nothing smells off, but it might be worth walking around just in case. Which is certainly is what we're going to do. There is, of course, a mission. Don't want my assistants picking up on anything, so I'll leave them be. Should at least go thank Judith personally and apologize before I head out, though. Which we'll do immediately, of course. Just not sleepy, I want to stay awake. We're here to have fun. Let's speak to Judith. And we'll apologize. No, the kids make that sound.
She's a darling. You said she's the granddaughter of your office's landlord.
They run a pretty popular bistro. My office is on the 2nd floor, and all my part-timers are renting rooms on the 3rd.
Your whole career is balled into a single Lord of Landing. Seems nice in a way. You never have to worry about where to get a bite, right?
True enough, the guy list of complaints never ends, but he knows how to keep the food nutritious, which pays for me at this point. Half my crew are kids still growing.
I'm actually feeling kind of jealous. I wish I could live a nice, balanced life. My meals and schedule keep getting messed up, what with the industry dinners and invites from sponsors and whatnot. Guess that's one advantage of my side business. It's a decent way to spend some calories.
Don't tell me your Phantom Thief thing is just a fancy way to lose weight.
Of course not, that's ridiculous. It's just a blast, that's all. Besides, I think I look just fine, thank you. Not like you had any complaints when you saw... Yeah, about that. I'm real sorry. I wasn't being the most considerate about it. Do whatever you'd like to apologize. It's not like I have to put that much up on a screen before anyway. Compared to some of the sex scenes and stuff in the R17 version of some of Goddy's movies, quick semi-nude barely registers. Damn though, you really are a pro. Not gonna say no to sketchy stuff like that. Figured your agency would shoot stuff like that down in a heartbeat. They don't like it, but I usually convince them to give it a green light. To be part of making a movie that much better. Now, my mom's the one who really gets on my case about it, and I'm so tired of hearing that I shouldn't be that loose and that I need to save myself for... Why am I telling you these things? You say that, but you're the one who keeps walking into it. It's not bad having a family that cares at least, right? Your grandma was a former chanson singer. Your mom was on the big stage. I'm surprised you know them. I mean, they're not a secret, but that was a while back. They both left a big mark on the world. I still see some of your mom's posters on the walls in some bars. This your grandma heard her on the records before. 3 generations of artistic talent. Yes, we're blessed, it's true. So nowhere near the Phantom Thief Mom was, but I think I'm at least living up to her legacy as an actress. Oh, here I go again. Swear I can't let my guard down around you for a second. At this point, I'm contractually obligated to point out that you keep walking into these yourself. I'm gonna be a movie star. How cute. Right. Let's go and interimly investigate a report. Interim report. There is none. That's fine. That is A-okay. Let's go ahead and do some shower scenes A. So, we're gonna have a shower. Quick dip before... Maybe I should take a quick dip. Which we're gonna do. We're gonna do this twice. Phew. 5 years since then, huh? Never imagined this would be how I'll end up back here. Come to think of it, we made a promise to go on a hot springs trip way back when, huh? It was gonna be to celebrate Renee's graduation. Then I've ruined the whole thing. One second, guys. No turning back the clock now. I already made my choice. I've thrown away my days with them.
Okay, looks like no one's around. I knew the best time to shoot for would be right after dinner. I'll really be in for it if Aaron finds me, so I'll make this a short dip. I did only just take a shower. Hopefully a quick wash is good enough before going in.
It certainly should be.
I can barely see a thing. There's so much steam. It really is curious how the oxidation of sulfur can come out so thick. As I recall, it has a positive effect on the skin and soothes chronic pain. Maybe I should convince Gran and Essie to come.
Man, you sure know your stuff, huh?
Huh? What's the van?
Oh yeah, sorry. I've been in for a while now. Real nice bath, huh? Sorry, I didn't say anything earlier. I was kinda lost in thought. You wanted to have the place to yourself, yeah? It's all warmed up and I'll leave you to it. Then I can see everything. What are you talking about? I got a towel around my waist. Yeah, but buddy, you're naked. Your incredible muscles are visible. Ah. I didn't say anything. Come on, I'm not great compared to folks who really make a habit of flexing. Anyway, you wanted the place, so I'm good leaving you to it. You should have around half an hour before anyone else comes in, I think. Don't stay in for too long after eating, though. Also, remember to hydrate once you're done. I think we might have someone of a queer persuasion. That was a shock. Suppose it was my fault. I should have made sure no one was here first. He didn't notice, did he? No, he couldn't. There shouldn't be that much to see. It's just the builds of our bodies. I think he's getting to me. Once I wash myself, I'll head out. Is he going to be intersex? That'd be a pretty, interesting storyline, let's face it. Alright, so we're going to head out. We're going to go to this scene here. Make sure Quattro leaves. See him leave, rather. Then we're going to... Looks like he makes sure to hydrate himself. So we're gonna head back in and take a bath scene here again. For the menu, for the achievements, door, investigate, bath. Finally, we're having Aaron with us as well. And the girls.
That's the stuff.
Nice. Get the menu. Complete. Bonds maxed, bonds maxed, bonds maxed. Can I... In progress. Oh, I need to do hot springs visited. 1 of 1. Nice. That gives us what we need. Let's go ahead and head towards the Brassard Guild. We've got some things that we need to check out, first and foremost. So we've got a whole array of meeting. I don't need to go in here. Why am I in here? What I need to do is exchange some of these, get some money. Do we have things to buy? We might do, actually.
Take as long as you need.
Orbments. Custom, let's modify the orbment. Open stock, we've got 1 of each now. But we're definitely nowhere near ready to do that. That's fine. Plugins, I think I've got all the ones. Arts drivers, all of these, fine.
I'll be waiting for you.
Purchase
Take as long
equipment.
as you need.
Okay, if it's... These are the more, like, set ones. Okay, so we're definitely going to purchase these. I think this is all worth it. Slight reductions in speed are all good. Nice, and then red snow coat. It does take our resistance up, but that magic evasion, I feel like it will be handy at some point, so I don't particularly want to do it. Which is okay.
I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, got that there. We'll save those other things to sell when we're shit out of luck. Right, to the Bracer Guild we go. I'm going to use the high speed mode to run through this bit, probably. Like I said, did accidentally play this bit already. He's not back, and you'd be like him, all left alone. I'm sure you realised. Looked for right in a bit. Kept an eye on the Kinland Mountains. So I'm going. Looks like they're busy searching for someone. Stupid serious that the noobie's not here. We'll have a quick chat with them. He'll say that maybe he's gone to the waterfall, which kind of gives us where we're going to go next. So let's run on round. As we're going to have someone to spec a to go this way.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Bam. Let's go and search for him. Hey, over there. There he is. Someone we vaguely recognise. From Edith. I guess we should talk about the guild. Should I follow him just in case? We'll certainly accept the mission because we do all of them. Best case scenario, we go checking on him. Finding Grey has started. Don't sense any monsters. Weird. They're uniquely... Ooh, there's some shiny stuff. If Novice took care of him, he did a hell of a job. It probably means he's going to be out of gas soon. Everyone's got to blow off steam every once in a while, but if he keeps going at full throttle, he'll find himself in a thick of trouble sooner or later. I should follow him just in case, which is what we're going to do. So, high speed mode. We've seen all this area before, so I'm not going to worry too much about this, but I'm going to make sure I grab all of the things. Right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here, we're going to have ourselves a little battle against some of these monsters. But we get some help from the other bracers. Never mind. So, you're the Spriggan? I heard about you from Drusilla. Certainly did. Long Light Branch, searching for the newbie too. Great minds think alike. 2 heads better than 1. Glad you lend a hand. In that case, I'll tell you everything we know. He explained. He was serious and cordial. However, I chatted with him a bit. His thirst for power was abnormally palpable. He's got some major tunnel vision when it comes to combat. While the quality has helped him gain stronger, it's never enough. He will stop at nothing to get more power. You make Grey in the capital. I've got nothing. Doesn't feel like he opened up to folks there. So, we're going to go after him. Between us. So let's do that. We'll go this way for now. Make our way in. Let's fight some things. Easy as pie. They didn't even stand a chance. They certainly didn't. Feels like there's more monsters around before. Grey's not finishing them off, better hurry before the worst comes to pass. So there's more creatures beyond the thicket. If the monsters Grey might have killed, he's pretty on edge. Mind if I ask you something? You're from the east. Aren't you from one of the northeastern tribes? That you had a sharp nose, but I'm surprised. The fact you know, how'd you know I wasn't from here? Plus, seeing those hunting skills of yours helped me narrow it down. I know little how to differentiate Easterners from everyone else based on quirks of their regions and tribes. I just got out of being out in the middle of nowhere. Figured I would make a name for myself in the Republic, which is seemingly an ongoing thing. I think Grey's in trouble. Let's go. Roger that. So the East is somewhere we've not been, truly. That's okay. Let's smash some pots, just in case. Ooh, a relaxant. And this one here. Boom, 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 boom. And then there's most likely going to be a battle right here. Let's see how that will go. Big old fish boy, taking him down. Can barely move. You hooked this one, big one this time. We'll chat later. First thing first, we gotta take care of this thing. Bam. My leg. Change your plans. You take him, I'll take this thing out. Understood. Let's go. Looks pretty worn down. You really did a number. I'll just finish what he started then, which means we're gonna go straight away into Vandalize Raid.
Time for the main event. Vandalize Raid.
1, 2.
Activating skill.
Nice.
Perimeter unlocked.
Done. We'll take that. New material for 1. Ugh. Nice. Didn't mean to steal the kill. Wanted the spotlight for yourself. Matter of pay, you got it. I head over with Drusilla. You okay with that, Grey? Of course. I'm gonna head back for a little side mission there. I'll cause a lot of trouble for you all. Prepare to accept whatever responsibility. We know why you did what you did. I've seen you working at it. But chances off into the mountains to fight a single monster is insane. What's driving you so damn hard? Edith a few times. He did mention something about his sister, I believe. You got a bright future, do you think? Movable Hazel in a lane would get that strong. There we go. I'm from Lemon State. See Annalise's brother. You want to do training back in the east? It's the HQ for the entire Bracer Guild. Never heard of them sending pure newbies. I'll tell everyone, even the people back at the head branch. For now, please don't tell anyone. Nothing specific. I say my imagination is healthy. Grey Arnold. Who is Arnold? But I'll still file out of the way for now. It's enough for tonight. Thank you for your time. The guild will pay you.
That takes care of that.
Finding Grey completed. Some money and a boost to our lore and Grey, which is nice. Nice, nice, nice. And we shall take all of that and we get a menu item for what? 45 for Spriggan closures. Thank you then. We'll take all of those. Let's make our way out and start our optional little thing. A woman with a hat. There's an eastbound transcontinental railroad. That's not it. This is who we're going to go and try and see. It's someone we vaguely recognise. Her. The woman in the kimono. That was the Westerner in a kimono? Probably just a tourist or someone renting one. I do not think that's the case at all, but that's okay. Right, let's go to the next spot, which is here with the cat. So we can see her walking away. The bells, which makes me think she is Lucrenza from Sky 1. Which, by the way, they just dropped the trailer for the new one in my world since I'm playing this. Where'd she go? Maybe she went into the church.
Let us all pray together.
She seemingly is not in the church, which is confusing. We're probably going to see where she went in a second. The bewitching bell. And there she is across the ways. At least they're not a ghost. Do I pretend I didn't see her, or do we have a conversation? I think we have a conversation.
Yummy!
Good fun. Right. To this rather scary seeming girl. She had a French accent, right? Or certainly like an Italian-French hybrid.
What a lovely breeze. I had merely hoped for a light break, but I feel almost spoiled with how pleasant this has been.
Her voice is pretty familiar.
Out for a little stroll, handsome? You strike me as a tourist. From the capital, perhaps?
Just here to kick back a little. How about you? Relaxing solo? Can't imagine someone like you would be out here alone.
Oh, quite sadly, it's just me, myself, and I this time. I must admit to being a touch lonely without my oh-so-naughty superior and rambunctious co-worker. I have an idea. Won't you be my arm candy instead?
No. That's a very appealing invitation, but I'm afraid I got some business to attend to. Besides, the kids in my crew would never let me hear at the end of it if they found us. Think I could take a rain check?
Goodness me. My hopes have been dashed. Well then, have a delightful night. And may you not end up a plaything for anything too nasty.
The fact that I can't remember makes all this more strange. It's definitely not a situation to poke my nose into. Liminal city between east and west. Kulin and the Taishan. Think I'll just say I met a fox playing a being human here. I would say that too. With that said, the fox definitely has all 9 tails.
Now's probably as good a time as any to head over.
Which is where we're gonna go. To someone of great import.
Take a look.
To our
Hello there.
boy. Let's exchange that, Sepith Massin. Thank you very much. Take all of that.
No need to be shy now.
Got all of
See you
those,
again.
even though I'm not going to use them. Let's head to the house and see who is up here, who might live here, and where it is. Have a little chat-see. Looks like someone does live here now after all. Makes sense, it's been 5 years. Wonder if someone connected to Taito or Master. Could be a total stranger though. Maybe this is a good time to stop walking around and give this a knock. Stop exploring and we'll knock.
Who could have business here this late at night?
Oh, I can't believe you actually came.
Hey, nice night, huh? I don't think I've met you before, but I'm thinking you're responsible for spreading word about my work around. Well, that's you and more the guy who lives here.
How do you... Oh, you're with them, aren't you?
He's a new guy. And his reaction definitely says, got me all wrong, my way ain't black, white, or even gray. Not here to interfere with whatever you're doing, I'm just hoping to pay my respect.
What are you doing, Van?
We've been followed. Oh, you followed me,
I
huh?
happened to notice you looking over this way earlier today.
You mentioned how you lived in Long Lai 5 years ago, so we thought this might be where.
That, or maybe you'd taken a page out of that dumb race car driver's book and this was your local girl's place.
No, damn brat. Mr. Arkhide does not strike me as the proper age for multiple mistresses and the like. He's not filthy rich like Maxim either. So sorry about that. What's happening here? Someone Is this some act to get me to lay my goddamn? Well, no matter how outnumbered I am, you won't get the better of me. Who's this stuck-up bozo? We're really sorry about bothering you so late at night. We won't disturb you any longer.
Oh, on the contrary. By all means, come in.
We all know who this is, or I do. You will once you see his face. What? Huh? You gotta be kidding me.
Please, stay inside, sir.
That, I knew immediately, was Mr. Samuel Rocksmith.
No need to be so on guard around them, Cody. They're acquaintances of your sisters, as you very well know. They're also highly regarded by Prince Sharid, Fawn, and Professor Hamilton. I think we can at least afford to trust them as much as the guild does, hmm?
I suppose so.
Who's he? And why is he acting all weird? Understandable, you wouldn't know, Miss Alvayad. But damn, this is some turn of events. Till 2 years ago, he was the most famous man in the whole Republic. What are you doing in a place like this? Huh?
A love of surprises seems to be part of the job description. Looking back through the ages, the current occupier of my old job is no exception. Still, if not everyone is aware of who I am, then I'd best get to introducing myself.
Former President Rocksmith.
My name is Samuel Rocksmith. I am the previous president of the Republic. It's a pleasure to meet you all, Arkhide Solutions.
How very curious. Trails through Daybreak. Ryuga Roran of the Tato School. I've been able to visit in 5 years, but heck, we never even met. Your student told me to give you his regards. Is Tato another style of Eastern fist fighting? It's not as big as the Gekka, but a whole lot of skilled warriors use it. A move was part of it, and the Direwolf's techniques are based off it too. I'm no expert in these matters, but it makes it sound quite incredible. For sure, unfortunately when the head of the school died 10 years ago, his students dispersed all over the place. Since my own master was a friend of his, he looked after his dojo after that. That's how I ended up staying here about a half a year. I see, but the martial art you know isn't Tato, is it? Nor is it the Gekka school. I believe it was called the Kunlun school. It's a school that draws inspiration from both East and West. My master was Western, but he decided to train in that school. And then he passed it on to me. Fate sure is a funny thing. Feels like fate brought us here too. Still, does the fact you're talking about your master in the past tense mean... Yeah, he died 3 years ago. He might have been like a father figure to me, but he had a boatload of other students, not all of them in martial arts. He heard he died protecting one of his more respectable ones. We should have been able to be with him when the time came, but I guess the least I can do is make an offering for him here. Van, I guess we can join you.
So he is the Roaring Lion's unofficial student. The Spriggan who serves as a bridge between light and darkness. What a fascinating young man. I'm interested in everyone with him too, including her, naturally.
Because if you can't tell, we're heavily linking at. So you knew my master and Master Ryuga, Mr. President. I most certainly did. I met both of them in my younger years. Though I regret to say the opportunity to see them was rare after I took up office 12 years ago. Still, your master and I did come together to mourn Master Ryuga's passing. Makes sense. So, So what was your sort of pops' name? Aaron. Talk about being oblivious. I'm not sure if I'm at liberty to tell you that. His name was Gunther Black Barkhorn, a traveling priest for the Septian Church. Hint, hint, guys. Anyway. What? You went on doing work for the church? Far and wide. That being his profession is a surprise, though. It certainly is. How did a priest become a master of martial arts in the first place? He wasn't your ordinary priest, to put it mildly. He's more of an unofficial student of his, but he had a whole lot of crazy official ones, too. Compared to them, I was a total failure, and honestly, way more trouble than I was worth. Van, he sounds like he was a wonderful master and father. That's how I came to be in charge of this residence. I've been living in seclusion here ever since conceding 2 years ago. Visit the capital on occasion, but I spend most of my time living here living a simple life, enjoying the springs whenever it suits me. What would I give to have a life like that? Perhaps in 40 years or so you can, young man. Speaking of you, if I were to introduce my friend here. Warrant Officer Cody McMillan, hint hint. This is Warrant Officer Cody McMillan. He's affiliated with Hercules and a member of the Secret Service. He is the younger brother of Second Lieutenant Kayla McMillan, whom I believe you met in Basel. I can see it now. They do look somewhat alike. 2 siblings in the CID, so Rennie is your...
He's not my direct superior if that's what you're thinking. Even if he has helped me in my work. While my sister and I at least have some things in common with Chief Ruron, we don't see eye to eye with your friend on very fundamental issues.
Getcha. What are you talking about? Did we just wander into some kind of international dispute in the CID? No, not quite. It's well acquainted with Cody and Kayla's father. It's a true shame that he lost his life fighting against the Empire, but that was what led Cody to agree to work under me. My father has nothing to do with my motivations, Mr. President. I serve you because I believe this country needs you. You are the far better leader than a cowardly, short-sighted swindler who... Cody. I'm sorry, sir. I shouldn't have overstepped my bounds. I understand your intention, but I'm happy that you think so highly of me. But you never know who could be listening. Besides, the result of the election 2 years ago was entirely legitimate. Can't approve of any distortion of the truth. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not gonna wade into that dispute, but I can see you're still a well-connected man, Mr. President. Especially since you're able to arrange this trip for us while spreading the word for our four SPGs. I guess he did mention County Shahid's name, and Vance, and the professors. The other person who invited us here was...
I'm calling on behalf of Elzheim's Crown Prince Sharid, the Basel Institute of Sciences Professor Hamilton, the Kowloon Group's Fan Lu, and one other individual, whose name I will not disclose, to extend you an invitation.
I would be that individual, yes. I've been acquainted with Grand Prince Shalam and Professor Hamilton since my days in office. I've also become acquainted with Elder Gwen of Highway during those years. However, he is a rather frightening fellow. As such, I opted to consult with his son Fan on this occasion. I see. I totally feel you there. I think we get how we came to be here. Still got a big question, though. Why would a former president want to speak with a shady Spriggan like me? I might go so far to do it. Can't picture you wanting to hire us for anything considering your position. That's a fair point. It wouldn't be a very wise decision politically, true. The current ruling party would absolutely take advantage of it if they found out. It would pose a great risk. You think he hasn't thought of that?
You are absolutely right. I didn't bring you here to hire you for anything. That said, I'm well aware of the good work you've been doing all over the country. Whether it was in Cray, Longport, Tharbad, or Basel. As you know, all of those surface incidents were caused by Almada. But I believe there are deeper issues they share at their core. It's been 2 years since the war ended. The unprecedented prosperity our country has been blessed with has pushed the problems we have always had into the background. However, they never went away, and their effects are starting to be felt once more.
Well, Matthew's gonna be a problem. And it's true that Professor Callaghan's descent didn't start with them. Jaeger Kopsulova have been getting a lot busier lately, as has Marduk. Perhaps you're right on there being deeper issues are beginning to rear their ugly heads. And for the ones who guided us to this point is... why does she look so gloomy? Either way, the boost in reparations provided to various fields is close to coming to an end. Calvard's real strength is about to be tested. I can't imagine our president hasn't seen this coming either. The monumental change we've seen ain't gonna come without aftershocks. You can count on that. To be sure, they're likely to extend beyond the economy and into fields of technology too. All those dipshits whining about the immigrants are gonna come crawling out of the woodwork like rats again, huh? The same people who are racially motivated attacks of terrorism led to the economic crisis a few years ago. So worrying to hear.
Worrying, yes, but all of that was also what led me to want to meet with you. We live in highly turbulent times, with countless forces of light and darkness at work in this young republic. But we have you, a group like no other. Not heroes of justice like the Guild, nor the CID, who maintains balance on the government's behalf. You work alongside groups on both sides of the moral spectrum, while having your own distinct style all the same. And I can only hope that you will be a powerful force in carving a future for our country.
You're even craftier than I'd heard.
Though it is motivating to have all of that said about you.
I don't know how much I'll be able to help, but I'm here for whatever you need.
As someone who lives and works in this country, I want it to be a peaceful and prosperous one.
Everyone.
Can't help but feel like you're thinking a little too highly of us. But this is one connection I'd wager is well worth having, even if it might bite us back one day.
I'm glad you feel that way. I can see I was right to invite you here after all.
This is undeniably a fascinating...
We have a long and fruitful relationship, Mr. President.
This is a fascinating accumulation for both of us.
We're more than happy to take on jobs for you, providing you bring them in through the back door. And so long as the pay and profile fit our standards, of course.
I am delighted to hear that. May this partnership serve us well, Van Arkhide.
Trails through Daybreak. God, I love Trials. I'm so happy I decided to play this game like 3 years ago. Even though it's been long, I too have taken breaks, but still, it's undeniably fantastic. Well, he was about as sharp as you expect the former president to be. Easy to see how he could keep up with Hayue's elders when negotiating as president. Indeed, I believe two sides worked together to stop terrorists at the trade conference 4 years ago. The current president is a formidable figure in his own right, and the former president has clearly lost none of his skill. I got the impression he's still working with the current opposition party too. Not that it seems like he had any interest in dragging us into any political squabbling. I believe he came to us purely as an individual thinking of Calvard's future. I'm really glad I got to speak to him. I feel like I learned so much from the experience. He also spoke to you in private after we were all done, didn't he? I noticed that too. He did, but we didn't discuss anything of real importance. That's a lie. I have to admit I was surprised to learn you working for Arkhide Solutions. Can't imagine Roy is none the wiser to that fact either. You know my father? Well, I mean you know him in a professional capacity, obviously, but it makes it sound like you're more personally acquainted. I suppose I could make sense that you wouldn't know this, but before establishing the Patriot League as a party, Roy was part of the Republican Party just like me. Two of us were on very friendly terms indeed when he first delved into politics after leaving the armed forces. I also knew your mother. Can't remember. I even remember meeting you when you were still a little baby. I had no idea. I'm not ignorant of what happened in the election 2 years ago. Much of scheming went on behind the scenes to remove you from office, and the man responsible for it all was... Oh, that's just how the world of politics is, young lady. The 23rd president of the Calvard Republic that came of it has brought us unprecedented prosperity. He is also standing as tall as a force to be reckoned with, for better or for worse, in the current world we live in. Besides, nothing in politics is inherently good or evil at the present. Morality is solely for the history to judge. As for politicians, all we must do is ensure that our fair republic is deemed right. Be that through leading it to greatness or offering an alternative should the leaders lose their way. Such is the life of ones in our position. Mr. President.
All that said, you just leave the burden of politics to us adults for now. I would rather you keep your focus on what you want to achieve.
And I will. Thank you, Mr. President.
Because, of course, you keep on getting called Mr. President, don't you? Even if you are a former one. At least you do in America. She looked like she had the big weight lifted off her shoulders. There you guys are. The twins. You're up again, huh? Did you come to collect us? Yep. I'm very sorry we took so long. Don't worry about it, we had a good nap. You had to be up early today, didn't you? You should probably hit the hay yourselves. Can't argue with you there. You guys good to head back to our rooms? I might pass out as soon as I hit the bed. I get to sleep it on the infirmary. We did say we were going to do that. We won't all fit in bed at once, so we'll have to take turns. Certainly.
Mommy.
A divine blade.
An enemy attack. No. What do we have here? A paranormal being? Oh, but there's more at work here than that.
November 15th. A fog has come in. 7:15 a.m. I wonder why it was so thick. Great fog. Alright, there was fog out in Langport when his friends were.
I can't find her anywhere. Maybe she's gone into the boys' room?
Huh? What's this all about? What's up?
I don't see her.
I heard what's going on. She hasn't been in our room either.
Nor is she anywhere in the communal area.
What's going on? What's all this noise first thing in the morning? Wait, where's the
I
kid?
checked just in case. Yume hasn't been in your room, has she? She was supposed to be sleeping with us, but when we woke up, she was nowhere to be found.
They checked with the inn staff just in case, but they told that Yumi hadn't been sighted anywhere on the premises. After learning this, they decided to split up and search the town. So, we're searching the town, ladies and gentlemen. We've got places to be and people to see. Okay, I'm gonna head out now. Make sure in case anyone gets in contact. We'll see if we'll find anything. Please do all you can to bring her back safely. We will. And we're going with a certain friend of ours. She's one little troublemaker. Maybe she just has so much energy she decided to work it all off. Doubtful. She seems too well behaved for that. Her mom's brought her up right. I'm sorry for dragging you into our problems again. Kind of ruining your vacation, aren't we? Not at all. We spent a lot of time together yesterday. I'm worried about her as the rest of you at this point. I don't think I'll take us long to find her with this many people. 2 robots, Fio and Zero. Why is it? Seemed like they'll be a big help in the search. The sense of things or something else. If she's in this town, they'll find her. In the meantime, we're gonna go around asking people if they've seen her, just in case. See if we can find her that way. Do you have some useful thing on your sofa? Something with the hollow I use. She isn't responding to me this morning. I can't even get her to appear. That's weird. Something might have happened. Let's go to work. Got it. Do I need to put these on first? Sadly. We got Judith Lannister has joined the party. We changed from mayor to another one. That's fine. We'll keep the one that's on there, because why not? But we've got some people to speak to. But we're going to go to the shop first. Let's see we're around town. I'm not going to make it in a function to do this, but purchase equipment.
As long as you need.
Any of these better for your girl? No. No, seemingly not. We will not exchange anything. That's
I'll be
fine.
waiting for you.
But shall I see if I can augment?
I can handle any Zypha modifications you need.
Ugh. Come on, Judith. You gotta keep up with your modifications, dear girl. That's fine. Okay, we'll keep an eye. Right. There's a whole bunch of these, but we know which ones we're gonna do. So, Bracer first. Any word? Judith Van. Have you found anything? We've been having so much run around in search. We're updating the Priester Guild, which means they're going to depend on the guild's best to investigate. We'll file a formal complaint. Kazan and Grey out all morning. I did contact them. Kazan's back. Went away to the wall and found nothing. This makes it easy. All I can say is no sign of her at the waterfall. There's no trace of anyone else but him, because he was raised in the mountains, he would know. Grey is checking the Western Andre. We didn't find trace of your girl either. Then we're still in town, or there we go. Can't help but worry. Either way, we just run around on clues. Let's go keep looking. Right. Where she might be. So head towards the train station. Long lie. Doesn't the transcontinental rail pass through here? I doubt she boarded the train alone, but it never hurts to ask. It is morning, so there's a possible the fog is disrupting the train schedule, but it doesn't hurt. They asked them and they said they found nothing. No one matching her description passed through there. Our girl is pretty recognizable. The bus is probably... I bet you would go outside the range of this fog.
Why, it's you. Enjoying a romantic rendezvous in the early morning fog?
I guess this fog shows up during the day too, huh? Wait, you know her? Someone I ran into last night. I must say I don't believe this beauty is part of your business trip, is she? Clearly you are man of high standards. Oh, I recognize you from somewhere, miss. Do you? I mean, you're pretty lovely yourself. The kimono is great. Your haircut really goes well with your ensemble. Do you work with clothes? Oh, no. This is a hobby, not work. My normal outfits are far stuffier than this. If I may play, you both seem troubled. Might I ask what's troubling you? Well, as it happens. I think I know the girl, 6 or 7 years old. She had her hair up in an adorable ponytail. That's her, alright. Did you see her somewhere recently? As it happens, I caught a glimpse of her as she finished checking out my lodgings about an hour ago. She seemed to be having fun, sniffing about the spring source by the riverside. I think I was going to approach her. A little girl like that, out on her own in a foggy morning. She was with somewhat older boy who seemed decent sort, so I assumed he could be trusted. Who was the boy? It was Henry, I believe. You must have met him. The boy who worked as a guide. He spends a lot of time around the souvenir shop. Perhaps we should go check there. Matches, I'd be delighted to help you further. It seems my train just arrived. Do forgive me. We'll do that. What? Thank you for your patience. The eastbound passenger train will be arriving momentarily. Due to the fog, the number of departures has been reduced. We advise passengers to ensure you board. Now you best be off to find your girl. Who knows what sort of battle she could be in on a such day such as this. This is Long Lie Station. Long Lie. This train will be stopping here for 10 minutes. All passengers. Just who the hell was she? She clearly wasn't some average woman. Worst of all, she didn't feel any need to hide it. Either way, we can just ignore that little question for now. Let's get over to the souvenir shop. We gotta catch that guy kid. Come on, let's hurry. Right, let's head towards the church. Is there other option here? Got it. She runs stupidly. We're gonna speak to these guys. Judith, have you found anything? We checked the temple. Is any sign of you, May? We haven't found any blood. Have you got anything on your end? It seems that we didn't come to the temple. We took the other attendees. Child was sighted early this morning. Feel that it's now 20 minutes old. She left town. That would be bad. We can't run around the headless chickens. We need a clear picture. We'll be sure to contact you. May the heavenly God mind us all. Indeed. So they're not there. That's fine. Judith. And then let's finally go speak to Senri at the stop. And we'll do the last one next time. So, glad Senri. Oh, I was looking for you. I saw her alone a little while ago, wondering if she was okay. You were searching for her too. Heather, she thought she would have no idea where she went. Curious could be. I talked to her and she was staring all things out the town like it was all kind of special. Hard to follow, she seems kind of different. I'm sorry I lost her. I'm not sure, but Rose I started cleaning, so it would have been an hour ago. She was carrying a flat one. Must have brought it from the stand over there. She was staring, didn't know what was around. I'm sure kids are like that. Maybe we should keep that in mind. Nothing small how. She went to the Spriggan Mountains, the fog rolling in. I can understand why she was kind of interested. Two other mountains are off limits, but she smiled and disappeared soon after. So she's gone into the hall pass. But we've got one last place to search, which is the dojo, but we shall do that next time. If you have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys then. Peace.